Hi, David Tubb here. This is another setup video on how to adjust your nose ring tool. Your nose ring tool will come in its little holder without any bullet collars. The bullet collars that are available, there's 7 different ones from 22, 6, 6.5, 25, 7, 33, and 30. Comes with a couple of 3 bullets. One's already been nose ringed, so give you an example. Comes with a zip tie, and I'll show you how to use that later. And then it comes with a little set of instructions, nose ring tips, as you can see right here. And then it has, recently we were able to shoot over the AB Doppler, so we have a little printout here that's also on the website that gives a comparison between a bullet that had a nose ring and one that did not, or 10 bullets that had a nose ring and 10 that did not. So to set the tool up, you'll pick the bullet collar you're going to use. This is a 30 caliber bullet collar, it says 30 on the bottom. Here's our nose ring tool. There's our 2 little 1/8 inch dowel pin rods. Make sure that the threads are clean when you're setting this up so that the bullet collar screws in snug. So I hold on to this and I twist it with my thumb and index finger. Make sure that this is broken loose. This obviously locks together when you're setting it. And I'm going to show you an easy way to set this up for a 0 cut. That's the idea. You've got to have a starting place. And the idea is to have this stop collar butt up against the back of the nose ring tool. I hold it like that, and then I can roll this with my finger. I usually use my index finger, and my thumb and index finger, and when I roll it up, if you push down rather smartly, and here's your 30 caliber bullet that doesn't have a cut on it. It is pushed in the bottom. You do that with a loaded round on the bottom. Push it in, roll it up, and you're going to find that it just stops like a brick wall. I'm going to turn around here so you can see the Tubb logo. All right, so watch. You just see where it stops. It just come around, and I can't turn it anymore. Obviously I can force my way through it, but so that is a 0 setting. So what would I do to double check that? Because you gotta have a starting point. Hold the shaft in the tub where the back end is. Hold that steady, and then run your collar down till it's firmly against. It's kind of a lock ring arrangement. Okay? So I locked it together. So this is my starting setting. I'll show you a couple ways to check it. Here's the set of dowel calipers that I run in, and I hit 0. Of course, I'm trying to get this within a thou where I'm setting, okay? So that's a 0 setting. So since I'm not going to hardly cut on this, I'm going to put the bullet back in. I can run this by hand, hold my thumb against it, push the shaft in, and give it a couple of turns, all right? And when I do that, I see, if you'll zoom in here, you see that little bitty scarred mark right there just above my left thumbnail. That tells me, because it didn't go all the way around, see? It didn't cut all the way around. So that is my 0 setting. So if I want to set this up to go in 35 thousandths to cut, then I'm going to advance this 35. And you've got a scale here. Starts at 0, 1, 2, 3, of course. And in between it, there's 100 points, basically. There's 4 revolutions between the 0 and the 1. And so you've got the 25 setting, the 50, which is the small white mark in there. So at a 0 setting on the nose ring tool and on my dowel calipers, okay, then I'm going to break it loose, and I'm going to go in 35 thousandths. And so that means that I'm going to move everything that way. So 1 revolution is 25. So if I go 5 to a complete rev, that would be 25. And then there is 30 and there's 35. So if I put my hand here and hold against this, now I'm going to turn the back portion in and snug it up. And to double check, I'm going to put my dowel calipers back on here, and I should be very close to 35 thousandths, okay? There's 36 thousandths, okay? That's pretty close. All right, so Now that that's set, I'm going to firmly just snug it up. I'm going to put it in the drill gun, tighten it up. And if I was doing just bullets, I would put the zip tie. It comes in the kit around it, and the reason is because I can hold it right here. This keeps this portion from rotating. Even though this portion, you can hold on to it. And then, of course, there's your spring-loaded application, all right? So here's our bullet that we barely scored, and we're going to cut a 35 thousandths nose ring cut on it. And you're going to push this in, and it's much like trimming cases. You will feel it when it quits cutting, all right? All right, there is a 35 thousandths nose ring cut. You go, well, that looks big. Yeah, but look at the size of the me-plat on this thing. Okay? What this does is this actually uniforms the entire drag function of the bullet. Even though this is a uniforming portion of the bullet, this actually will take over by a small percentage, if you read the AB, we'll set up what we did there, and makes it so not only does it start off better, it has better numbers when the bullet leaves the barrel, and of course it has better numbers when it gets to the transonic range, if that's important to you.